on stage? Is there questions? No? There's questions there. Come on up. Come on up. Ask. Here. Come here. Question? It's not on. Turn it on if you get your mic.
Does it bother?
Yeah, it doesn't bother Marlee, she said.
Was there a specific show that you watched that made you want to be an actress?
The Wizard of Oz movie. I love that movie, even though I watched it before closed captions were available. And it was all about Dorothy and her dreams, appropriate. And there were so many things that a child, a 7-year-old would watch, all the different things going, all the imaginary things in that world, the characters, the colors, the drama, whatever it was all imaginary for me. And even though I didn't understand what they were saying in the movie, it didn't matter to me. I saw that little girl, and I was that same little girl, and even though, well, she was actually older than I was when I was younger, but in any case, I felt something similar in our dreams. And I started acting at summer school, actually at summer camp, when I was 8 years old. 8 years old when I actually became an actress. And the counselor said to me, "Do you want to sign on the stage?" And I said, "What's a stage?" And she showed me what the stage was at the auditorium, something like this. And all the hearing girls were next to me, singing, and I was the only one signing. And I could see everybody out there looking at me, and family and friends and counselors and strangers smiling and applauding, and I got hooked right there. And the rest is history. I've been acting ever since. Yes?
Thank you, Marlee, for coming to UCF. It's an honor to have you here. One thing's important.
When you got your first award, did you do anything special with it? Like sleep with it? Dress it up as a doll or something?
Those were Oscars. Actually, during when I won the Oscar, it was a very tough time for me. I was going through a great deal at the time. It was that 2-year period when I got the Oscar. The Oscar was actually right in the middle of that period, and I got myself sober at that time while I was in rehab, and I got nominated while I was in rehab. I got a call. Nobody gets a call in rehab. You're not supposed to get a call at all. But I got the call, and I was trying to help myself, and which I've been sober now for 26 years today, this year. Thank you. And I was also in an abusive relationship at the time, and I needed to get out. So it was really more about not so much the Oscar, but dealing with my personal life rather than dressing up little Oscar in doll clothes. So maybe I would go home, and I might do that now.
Thank you for sharing your story. I've also been sober for several years. Congratulations.
Oh, Caitlin.
Yes.
Yeah. Just turn to you.
Hi. I'm so happy to see you here. I'm hearing. But I'm going to sign my question. Anyway, what's it like to be on Switched at Birth? Why did you want to be on Switched at Birth? Interpreter clarification.
No. She just gave her, why did you want to get Switched at Birth? Nice to meet you. What's your name? What's that stand for? Abby. Abby. That's a pretty name. Thank you. I wanted to be on Switched at Birth. I spelled SAB because I thought there was a show that was going to be fantastic for all of the community, both hearing and deaf people. It was something that had never been done before, where there was more than one deaf character on a TV show. So why not be part of something like that? And I had such a great time on the show, and everyone, the cast and the crew, are so really very nice. They work really hard. They all do their lines every day they come to work, and they show up, and we work very hard. It's a lot of fun to be there, because everyone has been learning about each other, the hearing people at least, have learned about sign language. We teach them signs. Some of them have learned how to speak. The deaf characters, the deaf people, from the crew who can hear. We've created storylines, and it's always fascinating what they do with the show. So that's one show that I'm most proud of, and I've been on. It's actually the one I'm most proud of since Children of Lesser God, which you'll be able to see when you're 17 years old now. Thank you very much for the question. Yes?
When you were on Dancing with the Stars, how did you coordinate the dance steps with the music? How did you do that?
Well, the show is on Monday nights, right? So, between all of us in this room, I actually hear all my things. That's how I was able to dance. Shh, don't tell anybody. Actually, people have asked me that question a million times. How I was able to dance and Dancing with the Stars with the music. And my partner, actually, it was his job to just lead me. And I just learned how to dance. That's all. So I had to memorize all the steps without music. And it's not particularly my area of expertise, but I picked it up. And I listened to him. And I had so much fun. It was challenging, but I did what I was taught. And I have a good sense of rhythm, inner rhythm. So I just did my best. And unfortunately, the judges decided at the 6th week that I had to go home. Oh well, they're lost. Losers, yes, right.
Hello. How did you deal with kids making fun of you at school?
It's up.
I stole their lunches.